what's going on, guys? My name is Shayzoenay and welcome to another Makeup Monday! Yay! So this Monday, I still wanted to do something a little bit on the fall theme, but I was thinking, with fall makeup, you use a lot of the same color schemes. A lot of it is very similar to each other. Like, I was looking up fall looks and all of it had burgundy or oranges, so I thought, well, you know what about a more Halloween type of fall makeup look? So that's what we're doing today. So on my eyes you can see a little bit of yellow and orange and a little bit of burgundy and black. So in the spirit of my favorite season, I created this makeup look for you guys. I hope you do really enjoy it. If you want to see how I recreated it, then please keep watching. For this look, I am going to be using several different palettes, and I am sorry for doing that to you guys. Just use whatever you have. This is just what I had that worked for colors. I'm going to be using the Naked Smoky palette. I'll be using BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil, and I'll also be using BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette. So again, if you have any of these colors in any palettes, just use what works for you. To start off this look, I'm using Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eyelid Primer, and I'm going to work this primer from my lid all the way up to my brow bone. And whatever product I have left over on my finger, I'm going to drag it underneath my eye. Next, I'm going to use just plain old Scotch tape. I'm just going to take a little piece like that and just tap it a couple times so it's not as tacky. Ooh, it folded. Let me grab another piece. Okay, so just tap it a couple times so it's not as sticky, so it won't remove your foundation as easily. And then I'm going to place it right here at an angle, kind of meeting up with the end of my eyebrow, and press it down nicely. I'm first going to start with the Naked Smoky palette, and I'm going to take this color over here. It's a matte color, and the color is called Combust. And I'm using the duo brush that came with the palette. One's a fluffy side and one's a more denser side. I'm using the fluffy side, picking up that color. I'm just going to sweep it back and forth in my crease and go up close to my brow bone. While I'm blending, I'm also, with the same brush, going to take this lightest color called 13, and I'm going to highlight right underneath my brow bone. And I also want to blend it in to the Combust color. Next, with the denser side, I'm going into this black color called Black Market, picking a little bit up on the brush. I'm going to start by using dabbing motions to put this color into my outer V, and then I'm going to drag it into my crease. I'm not going to go very high with this color, but I do want it to be able to peek through over the other colors. So I'm first just placing the color, and then going in with the other side, I'm just going to start blending outwards into my crease and onto my lid. Black is one of those great colors that you can use either subtly or build it up. So if I want to build this color up, which I do, I'm first going to place a little bit of the color down, blend it out, and then go back in with the color and keep building it up. So I put the color down and then I blend out, I put it down again, and I blend out until I reach the intensity that I want the color to be. I'm going to build up this V a little bit, so just going in with a little more black, I'm just kind of filling in this gap, and I'm just pushing it forward in my lid. Alright, next we're going to be working with the other colors. Now you can work with these colors dry, but for this particular look, because I really wanted the colors to stand out, I'm going to wet my brush. So I'm just using this flat shader brush, and I have a little bit of water in this little cap here. So I'm just going to go in with the brush and just tap it a few times and just wipe off the excess water. The first color we're going to use is a yellow, and I'm using the Take Me to Brazil palette, and this is the yellow that I use. So taking a little bit on the brush, I'm going to start packing this on the inner third of my eyelid. I'm kind of splitting my eyelid into three. So I have the inner third, ooh, hello. I have the inner third, the middle, and then the outer third. I really want to build up the intensity of these colors as well, but because I am working with wet shadows instead of dry shadow, I'm going to pack on the first layer, let it dry, move on to the other colors, and then once we have all the colors back on, then I'm going to go back in and build up the colors. So again, we're kind of doing the same thing with the black, but this time we're letting it dry in between layers. For the second color, excuse this palette, it is so dirty, oh my goodness. But for the second color, I'm going into this really nice baked orange color called Mars, and using the exact same brush, I'm just going to wet it again, wipe off any excess water. And because this is a baked shadow, it goes on really, really nice, wet or dry, but I like them wet. So I'm just picking up again a little bit on this brush. And this color is going to be concentrate on our center. So right where the yellow ends is where I want to start packing on this Mars color. See how nice it looks wet? I loved baked eyeshadows wet. And you want to bring all these colors up slightly on the crease. We're going to blend it out later, so don't worry about being too messy at the moment. Don't worry too much about it all blending together nicely. Really, at this point in the makeup, you just want to concentrate on packing on the colors, and then we can worry about blending later. I promise. For our outer third, we're going to be using that same palette, but this time we're going to go into this color called Aphrodite right up here. It's like a really, really nice burgundy color. So once again, dipping that same brush into the water and wiping off any excess water. It's okay if a little bit of the other color gets into the new color. It's all going to blend together anyways. So same thing I did with the Mars, just pick up a little bit on the brush. And this time we're going to pack it in the outer third. Now, the orange and the burgundy went on really nicely. I do want to go over them again, but the trouble that I'm having is this yellow. I had trouble on this eye as well. I just had to keep going over it with layers. So that's all I'm doing. I'm wetting my brush again. I'm going back into that Take Me to Brazil palette. I'm picking up that same yellow, and I'm just going to pack it on, let it dry, pack it on, let it dry, until I reach the intensity that I want this yellow to be. Now that I have on all the colors, I'm just going to wipe off this brush just to get any excess water off, because now I kind of want to work with them wet, because now we're going to blend them into each other so we don't have as harsh of a transition line. Like, you can see exactly where the orange and the yellow meet. Same thing with the burgundy and orange. So basically, I'm going to take the darker of the colors and start blending into the lighter colors. So to blend in the orange and the yellow, I'm going to take a little bit of Mars now on a dry brush and just start going over where that seam is. I kind of want them to blend together so there's not an exact line of where the colors end and start. Now that I've given the colors a couple minutes to dry, I'm going to go back into that black market color in my smoky palette one more time and kind of build back up the intensity of the black, because the burgundy took away from that, but this time we're blending into the burgundy color. One last time, go in with that fluffy side and blend all of these colors together in the crease very, very lightly. You do not have to do any heavy blending here. We already did the heavy blending when we went in with the black. This, we're just kind of making the colors all blend into the crease, so it's not as harsh. I'm going to go in, you can see on this eye it has a little bit more black on top than this one does. So just taking a little bit of that black on the fluffy brush, I'm just going to go right over these colors, just to kind of give that same smoky effect that this eye has. Alright, next I'm going to very, very, very gently remove the tape. Now you have this harsh line. I'm going to keep that for now and see where my eyeliner ends, and then try to blend it into my eyeliner. So my next step is eyeliner. I always use Hard Candy's Walk the Line in the color black. Love this eyeliner. Use any eyeliner that you feel comfortable using, but I am going to flick it out. I'm going to coat my top lashes with 2 layers using Maybelline's Lash Sensational Mascara. Moving on to my bottom lash line, I'm using NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color 631 Sparkle Leopard. It's a really, really nice, almost coppery, shimmery color. It looks like that. So I'm going to first line my waterline, and then I'm going to drag this color on my lash line and blend it out. To blend it out, I'm just going to use that same dome brush that I used for my crease earlier, and I'm just going to wipe off a little bit of that black so it doesn't blend too much in with my new color on my lower lash line, and I'm just going to smoke this out a little bit. Once my eyeliner has totally dried, I'm taking this tiny little detail brush and one more time going into my smoky palette and picking up that black color. I'm just going to blend this into my lower lash color and into my eyeliner right there. You can still see the harshness of the line from when we used the tape, so I'm just taking a clean, fluffy brush this time. I'm just going to try to smoke that out a little bit so it's not as harsh of a line. 2 coats of mascara also on my bottom lashes. For lashes, I'm using, these are from Ardell. They're Ardell Wispies, and I have 2 of them topped on top of each other. I think it would be really cool if you're using this look for like a Halloween party. You can definitely opt out for more interesting lashes. You can do a lot to this look. You can really, really make it cool for Halloween, but because I'm making more of like a wearable type of fall look, I'm gonna go for subtler eyelashes. So for lips, I wanted to go with like an orange lip. So I have this color from Navy. I did a review on these a long time ago. And then more recently, I did a review on their matte, almost like lippy stick type of things. But I'm using the original lipsticks that I reviewed. And I'm using the color orange, which... Whoops, it's upside down. So I'm using the color orange, but to darken up this color a little bit because it is such a dark look, I'm going to be using my Palladio Herbal Lip Liner in the color Naked, which is almost a brown color. So I'm going to first line my lips and fill them in with this and then go over my lips with that orange color. My makeup look, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. I really liked this look. I thought it was perfect to either get into the spirit of Halloween or even a Halloween party. I thought it would be perfect if you're not like the dressy up type of person. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe if you don't want to miss any new videos. Please, if you have any suggestions for next week's Makeup Monday, then please let me know. I'm on Pinterest where you can either send me the pictures that you want me to recreate, or I'll recreate anything that I think you guys might enjoy. Well, after that word vomit, I will see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.